Alright guys, so today is the big day. I am headed over to Alpharetta to the office of my corporate job to go in for my exit interview and turn in my stuff. Pretty exciting day. As you can tell, as you can hear, I'm kind of sick. Came down with a flu earlier this week. Feeling 100 times better today. I think everything kind of broke yesterday. Finally, I started feeling better yesterday afternoon-ish. But anyways, heading in right now and pretty excited. So I'll update you guys here shortly after the exit interview is over with. All right, so that's it. I am done with corporate life forever. It's a wonderful feeling. Just pulled out of the parking lot for the last time ever at the office. And it was ironic because I literally just got a phone call for a lead. So that's kind of exciting. I'm super excited to leave corporate life and really focus on real estate full time. Excuse my coughing. I'm still kind of feeling a little under the weather, but today was the last day, so I wanted to do this video. So today I want to talk about, setting goals for the year. 2018 has just started. I probably should have, which I was already kind of working on it a little bit towards the end of the year. But now that I'm totally focused on real estate, like the last few days, obviously as being a short timer in corporate, I really haven't done a whole lot in the last few days because of a transition all my work. So I've been focusing on my business goals for the year. And I want to talk about goals because, we all say we need to create goals, but, there's one thing I've learned through all the books I've read and the podcasts I've listened to and all the really smart people that I follow on social media and everything. And that's, you gotta make SMART goals, right? They need to be specific, measurable, attainable, R, I can't remember what R is right off the top of my head. And then T is timely. So basically what that means is you need to set goals that you think are realistic, but you need to still aim higher, right? You need to, for example, my goal for last year was to do 10 deals. My goal this year is to do 50 deals this year. And so that's a big jump from last year, but I have confidence that I can do it. First few months out of the year probably will be kind of slow because I'm getting my groove rolling, but I think by the end of the year, I think I can do it. And so what does that mean? So now I break down that 50 into how many deals do I need to do per week? How many deals do I need to do, or deals do I need to do per month? How many do I need to do per week? And then I need to understand what my marketing funnel looks like to make those deals, right? I know that on average, somewhere between every 10 to 12 leads, I'll get a deal out of it. I do mostly pay-per-click and Facebook ads for leads. So my leads I get in are generally pretty good and pretty motivated. So it's about every 10 to 12 leads I get a deal. And that's how it was. Now, mind you, that's the way it's been for the past year when I've been doing this part-time. So I think once I do this full-time and I can go on appointments more than I used to, and I can really put more effort towards this business, I think I could probably improve those numbers, and I will work on improving those numbers this year. But anyways, I know that those are my numbers. So then I broke that down and said, okay, that means I need to get X number of leads. Okay, where am I going to get these leads from? I'm already doing pay-per-click. All right, so I'm going to expand to new areas on pay-per-click. Me and my ads manager were looking through it the other day. We're looking at, all right, what are these zip codes we've been advertising to where we haven't been getting conversions? All right, let's stop running ads to these zip codes because we're spending ad spend there and we're not getting conversions. At the end of the day, it's about conversions, right? What converts to a lead is ultimately what converts to a deal. I've also enhanced my follow-up systems for this year. I set up all these automated follow-up email drips and text message drips. I'm about to set up a Sly broadcast account so I can start dropping voicemails on people's mailboxes to follow up. I just had a batch of emails go out this morning for follow up, and I've gotten 2 replies to them already. Hey, what's your new offer? So it works. And then another thing we're doing, little nugget out there. I took all my old leads I had out of my CRM, and I pulled out all the ones that have email addresses, and I gave them to my Facebook ads manager. And what we're doing is we're running retargeting ads on those people that have Facebook accounts from those emails. So you can actually upload a list of email addresses into Facebook, and Facebook will find the person who has the account, and it will run ads on them. So now we have those retargeting ads running on them all the time, every time they're on Facebook. So we stay top of mind, right, to these people. So when they are ready to sell their house, because maybe when I talked to them before they weren't ready, now that they are ready, we're top of mind, so they'll reach out to us. Another thing you can do with that, on that same token, is you can take all the leads from your CRM, and you can have Facebook build a lookalike audience. So, hey, these are all the people that have reached out to me in the past that were somewhat motivated to sell their house. Find more people like them and run ads on those people. So we're doing that as well. So I broke down those goals, right, for the year of, what does this mean? What do I need to do to attain those goals? And by every month, where do I need to be? Because, you need to set a timeline for those goals. And I'm going to start kind of doing the whole 90-day thing where I'm just focused on the next 90 days. You want to keep into account your long-term goals, 5 years, 3 years, 1 year, but really all your action needs to focus on the next 90 days. What are you going to do in the next 90 days? And if you've ever read the book, The One Thing, right? It just kind of says, all right, what's your goal? What's the one thing I need to do today such that everything else is easier, right? So what can I do today for that action that's going to help me get to my 1 week goal, to my 90-day goal, to my 1 year goal, to my 5 year goal? They all build upon one another, and ultimately they reach the same thing. So that's what those goals are all about. I also purchased a planner to use this year. I've tried doing stuff on my phone, and I really don't like it. I'm also one that I hate writing stuff down, but I think, and this is an experiment, I'm going to try to use this planner and write it down, because obviously I've been failing at the phone thing. When I get on my phone, I start, looking at Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff, and I get distracted. So I think if I just write in this planner and keep track of my goals in this planner, I can write down all my appointments in this planner. Obviously, I'll transfer all these appointments into my Google Calendar, so I get alerts on my phone, because I'm terrible at remembering appointments. And then as long as I set a couple alerts to remind me the day before and the hour before that I got an appointment coming up, I'll remember it, because I've missed appointments because I don't have alerts set up. I will, say thanks to smartphones for that. But anyways, so that's kind of, setting your goals for the year, right? You got to make sure that you're gonna attain those goals, and you got to break it down into a digestible way so that you can do it, and figure out what action you need to take towards those goals. Some of the other things we're going to get more leads in our funnel is I'm going to start doing direct mail again. I used to do direct mail, but I was mailing kind of the absentee owners and the high equity owner list that everybody and their brother's mailing, and I was just getting terrible response rates, horrible conversion rates. Just wasn't working for me. I had a call center answering calls for me for a little bit, but I really wasn't having success with the call center. So I just got out of it, and last year I switched completely to pay-per-click advertising, because I just liked the quality of leads. It was easier to manage working a full-time job. It was just easier to manage all that volume. So I switched to that, and I've been happy with it. But now I need to up this lead funnel, right? If you've never heard that term before, the funnel is just, the more you put in the top, the more you get out the bottom, right? It just breaks down. So we're going to do direct mail, but I'm going to do very targeted lists this time. I'm going to focus on some probates. There's a guy in my mastermind that works for the probate company that everybody gets their leads from. We're going to do some experiments with some probate stuff he and I talked about. We're going to focus on some code violations, and I'm going to focus on another little stealth one. I'll share some more about it later. I'm still kind of working out the kinks with it, but I had an idea, and I've got to go test it out and build a process around it so I can have a VA scrub this for me. And that's another thing I need to do this year is, I promised for the next mastermind meeting in February that I would have my processes defined so that I can hire a VA or I can hire someone to work for me. I've got to get all these ideas and processes and procedures and systems on paper so that I can have someone else do it for me. So that's one of my goals for this year is to get all that defined. So anyways, guys, I wanted to keep this one short, not go over 10 minutes. I hope you guys have an excellent year, and I'll be updating more videos on different topics as time goes on. But thanks for checking in, and thanks for following and subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, click on the link there at the bottom and subscribe to these videos. And I'm gonna kind of cover my journey as a full-time real estate investor and let you know how things go throughout this year and years to come. And you guys have a wonderful day, and watch out and wash your hands and stay away from people. This flu's going around.